In this video, we're going to be talking about two different situations. So we're going to divide them up into two groups, the have to group and the appreciation and want to group. Okay, so I understand that when I make these examples that this is not exactly what everyone experiences, and there can actually be a combination of things on both sides. So I'm just using these as examples to make it as clear-cut as possible. And I'm making this video to validate what people are going through and also for us to learn new things about what some of our neighbors could be going through and to come up with solutions to encourage you. So the first situation is called have to. So I don't know if you've ever experienced this, maybe you've heard about it, but I'm just going to make an example. Sometimes people say things like, oh, I have to go to the hospital, or I have to take medication, or I have to do therapies, or I have to go to the ER and stay overnight, or I have to go to the doctor. And then there's some other people that they have a lot of appreciation and they want to. They would love to get treatment. They would love to go to a hospital. They would love to have a doctor. They would love to have support and people who validate what they're going through and accept reality and look at the facts. And people who do not make character accusations and people who genuinely want to help you. So to kind of make this like outline here, let's say that there's someone who has a medical condition that is able to be diagnosed and treated pretty quickly, and it responds well to treatment, and there's financial assistance, social and emotional support, logistical support, so lodging, housing, food and drinks, snacks, entertainment like coloring or birthday parties or like guest visits, scholarship opportunities, maybe various different activities that they can do that are therapeutic to them, a lot of different services available to them. So maybe it's nutrition or various different types of therapies, or anyway, just like coordination between groups. And maybe there's some really good communication. And then there's some people that, and again, I understand that it could be a combination of both of these sides for people. I'm just making this as linear as possible, as easy to understand as possible. Then there's some people that maybe they didn't get diagnosed and treated, or maybe their medical condition doesn't respond to treatment, or maybe their medical condition really has a big impact on their health, happiness, functioning, and quality of life. Maybe they have difficulties with social support, emotional support, financial things going on. Maybe some people in their lives are, not only are they not supportive, but they're purposely causing problems for the person. Or maybe they have logistical concerns. How am I going to balance this with work or school? Or how am I going to balance all these activities? And maybe they don't have those resources available. And I just want to encourage people on both sides of this issue, especially including the people on the, they would love treatment and they would really appreciate it and they have a very grateful heart. I would just encourage people on both sides. You can have appreciation. You can thank the people who do help you, and keep searching for people who seem like they actually want to help you. You can look for opportunities, and we're looking at how we can help other people and lift them up. You are strong. You can be encouraging. You can create things for other people that you never had. That's what I actually try to do through these videos, is I try to create things for other people that I did not have. So for the people who didn't have encouragement, they went through some really, really rough experiences, some things they couldn't control, and maybe there was different people's actions or statements or behaviors or just various situations they're in. So maybe their social web of people they're around, and maybe it's not, the best situation. Maybe there's some rough things going on. For the people who didn't have access to resources, or if their conditions were not responding to treatment. For the people who feel like the door was shut in their face because they're a certain age, or they have certain types of situations going on in their life, they have certain types of medical condition. For anyone who feels abandoned, so this is for all people, but especially for the people who feel abandoned and let down, and they just feel like they're shut out from opportunities. I want to encourage you that you are never shut out of opportunities. And if you can't find the help that you need, I want to encourage you that over time, God can help you have wisdom and strength, and you can create things for other people that you did not have. And so you can provide them the help or the encouragement or the positive attitude for others. And if you didn't have understanding and compassion and support shown to you, you can show those things to others. You can do all of this. You can be strong. You can be all of these things and more for other people. You can help people to have appreciation, and you can encourage them that no matter what their abilities are, they can do wonderful things. That we're looking at the facts, and there's nothing ever wrong with a person. And if you weren't shown patience or forgiveness, or if people weren't honest to you, they weren't looking at the facts, if they're being judgmental, you can show honesty to other people and work hard and be welcoming. And you can treat others nicely even when you're not treated nicely. You can be forgiving when they're not nice to you. And no matter what side you're on or what combination of things you're facing, that you can always create good things for other people. You can always get closer to God. I promise you that no matter how difficult things can be, God does have good plans for your life and for other people. Even though we can go through decades of really difficult things, God does care about you. You are not abandoned. You are not alone. He knows and feels and sees everything you're going through. And even if we're going through rough things for decades, those things are temporary. God's love, mercy, forgiveness, open arms, his good plans, and his healing, that stuff is forever. You can always seek him out at any point in your life because he always welcomes you and he's always there for you. Be sure to check out my other videos for a variety of help for different topics, including pep talks.